everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. I'm dressed kind of Asian today. You can see I'm wearing this Adidas with Rita Ora, believe it or not. I never thought I would ever, but yeah, there you have it. It's a Rita Ora reversible kimono. You know, just feeling the Asian vibe, even though she has nothing to do with Japan or anything of that sort, but whatever. She designed a kimono, and I'm really liking it. It's red on the inside. You could reverse it. So I'm doing this to celebrate a vintage find, or it's a soft vintage because it's not 20 years old yet. Or is it? No, it's not. It's a Takashi Murakami with Louis Vuitton, and it's one of, you know, those gorgeous silk scarf prints, like his anime prints on the silk scarves that he did back in 2000, from around 2003 onwards until the discontinuation of the series. Here we have a very interesting pattern on this particular silk scarf. I'm going to kind of zoom it in a second. Just let me describe it to you first. It's it has like a pattern of different characters that he developed for the Louis Vuitton collaboration. So Takashi Murakami's panda is there, the onion head is there, and the flower hat man or the flower head man is there as well. And these are characters that we could see in the cartoon that Takashi Murakami made for the Louis Vuitton super flat monogram promotion or ad campaign, as well as on some of the pieces. You could see these characters on some of the bags, hairpins, as well as this one scarf. And it's only been made on one scarf with a variation of backgrounds. Now, let's get close, as close as possible. So you could see in the center here, we have the panda, and then down here, we have the onion man and the flower hat man, or the onion head and the flower hat man. And then here we have the onion head again. And then we have the little flower hat man here again. So I'm definitely going to photograph them singularly. So let me shift to the side so you could actually see them here. So let's see the onion head man popping in there. And then we could see after that the flower hat or flower head man. So after the onion head, we have the flower head or the flower hat. And then we have the panda. And I'm looking at the panda here right now as well. Very, very beautifully printed on the silk. It's so gorgeous. So when the panda actually eats in the cartoon, yes, the panda does eat the little girl that kind of discovered. The panda appears out of the blue on the street. Little girl, there's a little girl on her mobile phone, I don't know, texting her friends in front of a Louis Vuitton boutique, and the panda just appears and eats her phone. She gets quite angry with the panda, and then the panda eats her as well. And then she's in the belly. I mean, it's very macabre if you think of it. So she's inside of the belly of this panda, and she starts flying in this world, in this kind of almost trippy, acidy-like world of Louis Vuitton with Takashi Murakami. And that is what we have depicted here. Like the inside of this panda is printed on this scarf, believe it or not. And you have all of these kind of waves of trippy, acidy, all of these kind of things that look like waves of something, of liquid, in light blue. Now, the scarf also exists with this kind of acidy pattern in a pink hue as well as a green hue. And then there's the baby blue hue. I like all of them. This is the first one I found. I'm not prejudiced, like either way. Whatever color I would find, I would get. I would like to have the other two as well, so maybe one day if I hunt them down. But let's see. What is interesting, you know, I've made videos on the super flat movement already. You could check them out in the description box down below if you want to know more about Takashi Murakami's kind of concept of the super flat. But just for this particular scarf, what is interesting, just technically speaking, what is interesting is that you can fold it so that you have the characters on the outer extremities. So if you put it on, you can emphasize the actual characters so that you can have them in the front of whatever you're wearing. If you wanted to, I'm annoyed by this. Let's take this away. Okay. There. If you wanted to, of course, be a little bit more, I don't know, if you don't want to show off the characters, you just gotta take the other extremities of the scarf, or of the shawl, of the carré, and then you don't have any more these, you know, they just disappear like magic. All of the Takashi Murakami characters are gone. You just have the multicolor logos and symbols of the monogram on there, but without the characters. The panda is always in the middle back. So you see, no matter what you do, this is very interesting how they've positioned the panda. The panda is always on the back. So if you're, you know, of course you could flip it and hide it, but it always hits you right at the back of the neck. So very strategical positioning of all of these characters on the scarf, because once you open it up like this, you don't really understand what were they going for. Why are the patterns positioned in this way? Well, that was the reason. I personally believe that the reason is that they just wanted to make it very strategic, you know, the placing of these characters so that you could either show them off or hide them, which I always appreciate when design is at hand, when, you know, things like this are being analyzed and decided. It's definitely like a painting to me. It's silk, 100% silk. It's hand rolled. You could frame it for sure. It's like a poster manifesto of the super flat, you know, added as an extra layer on top of the Louis Vuitton design concept. Yes, totally frame worthy in my opinion. I mean, let's see it again. It's really, really, really magnetic. Like, I keep looking at it. The repetition of the characters, since they have different positions, the onion head, you know, has two different positions. It's closer, more further away from the viewer's point of view. It's fascinating. The flower head or flower hat little guy also has two different perspectives. And then all of the logos of the monogram just flying through. What we have a lack of, however, and you could see that here, is the Louis Vuitton logo, the monogram logo. We have the flowers, we have the little diamonds, the circles, but we don't have the LV anywhere. We just have the written Louis Vuitton on the side here in white, on top of the baby blue frame. So I find it extremely fascinating. Also, what I find really fascinating, I was doing some research on these scarves just today while I was prepping for this video, and I came across a forum from back in the day, from 2003, when this collection came out. Interesting to note is that a lot of people back then, when this collection hit stores, had a very similar reaction to the reaction a lot of people are having today for the Jeff Koons with Louis Vuitton collection, which made me think, because, you know, today we have come to terms with the Takashi Murakami with the Louis Vuitton collaboration, and we consider it, or it is generally, I mean, there are still some people that don't like it, but all in all, the overall opinion about it is that it was a masterpiece of a collaboration. It's still to date considered one of the best collaborations Louis Vuitton has done, or that any brand for that matter has done with an artist. And in fact, today you will find, if someone were to write about or talk about the Louis Vuitton with Takashi Murakami collaboration today, usually the words used would be words of praise. Back in the day, again, around 2003, 4 or 5, there was a lot of critique as well. So I wonder if something similar is going to happen to the Jeff Koons collaboration in the future, only time will tell if in 10 years' time everybody's going to be saying, wow, what a great collaboration that was. To me, still today, after a week of discussing and debating it with you guys in the comment section underneath the video, and also reading about the collection in other forums, I still haven't changed my mind. I still think that it's an atrocious collaboration. Sorry. I mean, I don't want to say that the collaboration per se is atrocious, but just like the results, the end results of the products are just... Ugh. But anyway, I say thank goodness that there's Takashi Murakami still to hunt down the vintage pieces, everything that has been done in the early 2000s. It's still so fresh. It gives me so much joy to look at these pieces, just to like observe them also from a distance, even if I weren't to wear this scarf. It's just so beautiful to look at. It really makes me happy every time I see the panda, the onion head, and the little flower hat man. To note, I will be posting all of these, or I have actually already posted as a preview, the images, the depicting these Takashi Murakami Superflat characters on my Instagram profile. My Instagram profile is Super Dacob, all spelled together. And you could check out the close-ups of these characters there, and you could see how much saturation and color, how much attention to detail has been put into drawing them and then printing them actually on top of the silk. There is no bleeding of color. Everything is just perfection. And it's just so beautiful for the eyes to look at them. They nourish you literally. So I think that as far as a collaboration is concerned between an artist and a huge luxury design house or maison like Louis Vuitton, this is the best result that Louis Vuitton ever had together with an artist. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please do thumb it up. Let me know what you think about this cute little scarf in the comment section down below, or in general what you think about Takashi Murakami or Takashi Murakami with Louis Vuitton as collaboration. If you haven't already but wish to, please do subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So guys, no matter what sort of collaborations all of these designers kind of throw at us, we just smile and we never give up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.